Good morning, guys. I just wanted to pop on and say thank you so very much for all of the donations, the shares, and the prayers that I can feel very, very, very strongly. I'm sorry I didn't do a video yesterday. I was just a little bit down, and today I am feeling a lot better, stronger, and I'm just gonna keep trying to push for this positive vibe. It's just really hard for me due to the fact that I've never been down like this since I've had my babies, of course. I mean, through my C-sections, I would have my downtime, but I would be able to get up and go and push through and actually, at least have a stable job, even if it were at Jack in the Box or at the Home 2 Suites or just temping out at Nature's Path. I mean, I always keep myself busy. But with this illness, unfortunately, I have pushed myself as far as I can. And I just need to remember that I need to listen to my body and not push myself too hard, especially now that I have this diagnosis. It's a lot harder for me to just say, oh, Tasia, you can do this. Just keep going, girl. No, I need to just rest and get my energy up. I took a very nice nap last night, all the way until this morning, so that's why I feel so good. I just need to rest my body. I'm just a go person, and it's just so hard for me. So, again, thank you so very much for all of the help and just being able to ease my mind, because in this time right now, we're having it hard. And I know I've said that a lot in the last couple of days, but that's the only word that I want to use, because people are in hard situations all the time, and we're able to get out of them. So I want this to be another hard time that I'm able to get out of. So I haven't really gone too in depth into what I am dealing with, just because there's a lot to it. So I'll break it up into a couple of videos, and if you guys don't have the time, and I understand if you don't, then I'll let you guys go now, and you guys can stop the video now. And I want you to know that I thank you so very much, and I'm going to keep doing these videos and give you updates on how I'm feeling. Unfortunately, it hasn't been much improvement in the last couple of days, but like I said, I am trying my best and just resting and just waiting for this doctor's appointment. Unfortunately, they don't come fast enough. So you guys have a wonderful, blessed day, and I will talk to you later. But for everybody that does want to hear a little bit into what I am dealing with, they diagnosed me, pardon me, with pelvic congestion syndrome back in 2017-ish, even though I've been dealing with it for way longer than that. I'm pretty positive I had it through all 3 of my pregnancies, and maybe even before that. Some of them you are born with, some of them, are caused by the pregnancies. So it could have just been a mix of both of them. We don't know yet, or we may never know. But anyways, I was diagnosed with pelvic congestion syndrome back in 2017 by my OB. I had been in and out of the doctor's offices, I don't know, for the past 2 years. So 2014 to 2017-ish, I was in the doctor's office every month. Can you believe that? Every month, with all of these symptoms and just issues. And they would always say, oh, it's just your menstrual period. You're going to be fine, go see an OB. Luckily, I did. finally, after just, being brushed off and told that I'm fine, that my varicose veins on the back of my legs, that they were fine and they were normal. But I knew that they weren't. I could feel it in my body. I could just feel it just all around. I just knew that they weren't. So I've been on this journey for a couple years now, and it's been very hard trying to find the correct doctor, the correct diagnosis. So once I got the pelvic congestion syndrome, I was able to do my own research from there and found Dr. Meisner, which is down at the UW, and he is a vascular surgeon who specializes in, the vascular system and in these exact diagnoses. So then we coiled off my ovarian veins in January because they were not only refluxed, which means that the blood flow was only staying down in my lower extremities and not going back up to my heart, but they were also 10 to 12 millimeters big, which for a normal woman and who has bared children, they should only be 6 millimeters or less. So mine were pretty big. So he had told me that I didn't have any compressions at the time. So I said, yeah, why not? Let's do this. He wanted to coil my ovarian veins. With all of the research that I had done myself, it was okay to, coil off my ovarian veins because I didn't have any compressions, which are compressions of any vascular, any vein in your vascular system. So that would be above or below your heart, technically, or above or below, where you're going to be coiling in your veins. So I, did a little bit more research and talked about it with my family, with my husband, just to get everybody's opinion on, the next steps that I was going to be taking and how much help I would need. So when I went for my procedure, I was all ready to go back and, was all gowned up, already had medication, because I knew that this procedure was going to be a 3-hour procedure. And Dr. Meisner comes in and he says, so you do have a slight compression of your renal vein. There's not much that I can do for it. And so we are going to start by coiling your ovarian veins. I'm going to take a look at it while we're in there because they are, doing an angiogram anyways. So might as well just go take a little peek, but it wasn't going to be dealt with that time, which was in January on the 8th of 2019. So I went through with the procedure, putting my body into his hands, I guess. And, wanting to feel better. I had an 80% chance or about 80% chance of feeling better, with only the 20% chance of not feeling better. And then that little gray area of just kind of feeling the same. So after the procedure, it was only supposed to take me about 2 weeks to heal. Unfortunately, it took me about 6 weeks to heal. And even after the 6 weeks, I was feeling worse than I did before. I was working as a quality assurance technician out at Nature's Path. And I was working 12-hour shifts Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and every other Sunday. And then I had my 2 cleaning jobs on Thursdays and Fridays, which were very helpful, as well as, just taking care of our 3 beautiful baby girls and the house and, just trying to make time for ourselves at the same time. And it got to the point where I couldn't. I would wake up in the morning and I would hurt so bad that I would end up having to call in or, have to go to the doctor because I just didn't feel right. So then I finally got a hold of, Dr. Meisner's office. I had been in contact with them a lot and with my primary care physician and my OB. I've been very diligent on letting them know how I have been feeling. And so then I had another doctor's appointment with Dr. Meisner, and that was in March 25th of 2019. And we did another round of ultrasound testing of my vascular system, and that showed 2 compressions. And I have a compression already of my renal vein, which is called nutcracker syndrome. And I also have a compression of my left common iliac vein, which is called May-Thurner syndrome. Both very painful, unfortunately. And I am strong, though, and I am a warrior, and I will get through this. But on a day-to-day basis, I am in constant pain. So I met with Dr. Meisner right after my ultrasound, and he gave me this information as well as treatment options. He gave me a couple different options to choose from because there is not just one option that is going to cure me, unfortunately. There is still not a cure for what I am going through. There is only ways to alleviate my pain, and I am not really okay with that, but at the same time, I really don't have a choice. So I am making my best judgment and doing what I feel is the right course of treatment at this moment in time. So I had my left common iliac vein stented, and that was on May 14th. I am still recovering from the procedure, and I am still not feeling any better. If anything, my heart palpitations have gotten worse with this procedure, and I don't know if it's that excess blood flow that is still not coming all the way up to my heart, and it's staying down in my lower extremities now. But I do have a appointment with Dr. Meisner, and that was pushed up just recently when I went down to the UW to make sure that I did not have a blood clot, because I am on 2 separate blood thinners at the moment, and I had went up to our ER here in Bellingham, Washington on May 20th. Yes, May 20th. I went up to our ER and I had a slightly elevated D-dimer, but that was alert to at least do the precautionary measures and make sure that I did not have a pulmonary embolism, which I did not, thank goodness. But then my team down at the UW wanted to at least make sure that my stent was clear and that I did not have any other clotting in my lower extremities, because they had only checked my heart and my lungs. So that's where we are at the moment, and I am just wanting, to find answers and try to find a solution to get me out of as much pain as possible and get me back to being a normal mommy, because my girls, they need me. My husband, he needs me. my family. I mean, just everybody. I want to, sorry about that. My battery's running low. But I just want to be able to feel normal again and make memories with my babies, because right now I can't even be up off of the couch for more than 45 minutes without feeling dizzy or in pain or heart palpitations. So I just really do appreciate all of you guys and all of the support you have been giving me, and just to keep it coming, because I truly appreciate it. And I'll be making more videos, I promise. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to comment, message me, call me if you have my number. I mean, I'm here. So, thank you all again, and have a wonderful, blessed day.